Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nicole Ali. This is a very serious topic. It was published a few hours ago from Al Jazeera. Location is Ethiopia. 30 suspects arrested over Ethiopia grenade attack. They say here that the second person succumbs to injuries from an explosion at Prime Minister Ahmed's rally as 9 police officials held over security lapse. So there was a lapse in security, and that may have contributed to this grenade attack that occurred. So it says here also 6 suspects have been arrested after Saturday's blast. And these are the police in Ethiopia after the attack. So a second person has died after a grenade attack on a political rally attended by Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in the capital, Addis Ababa, as authorities arrested police officials and suspects. So, police officials and suspects have been arrested, indicating that it may have been an inside job and there may be corruption. So, Addis Ababa here in Ethiopia, they have been dealing with a lot of attempted sabotage of the political regime there, and coming from outside and from within for a while now. So this is only, I think, only the beginning. It's starting to get worse now because now you have full-on grenade attacks in the country. So they have increased their security for the past year or so, but they're also recognizing that the neighboring country, Somalia, if we go to a map, for instance, let's see. Let me try to do this as quick as possible. Yeah, so you have Sudan, Eritrea. So here's a map. Okay, let me zoom into this, make it as big as possible. So you have Eritrea just to the north, Sudan to the west, northwest, South Sudan here. Hold on one moment. This dog is getting on my nerves. Okay, Somalia to the east, Kenya to the south, Uganda to the far southwest. You can see that. So they have had a lot of issues. So the attack occurred here in Addis Ababa. I told y'all last time I'm gonna kill that dog. I mean that. Okay. Addis Ababa, he's outside, so he's okay. But he's just every time another dog barks, he barks. So anyway, so Addis Ababa is centrally located in Ethiopia, and you have a lot of issues in Sudan and in Somalia as well. So it is a landlocked country. Only thing north of it is pretty much landlocked because to the northeast you have Yemen and you have Eritrea, the Red Sea. So it's pretty much a landlocked area. Djibouti is there as well, but for the most part, Ethiopia is landlocked. So that affects their ability for if they had sanctions put on them, for instance, or any kind of political influence on them, it's going to be, as usual, it will be affected by your geographical location and if you're landlocked or not. So they go on to say Health Minister Amir Ahman confirmed on Sunday that 2 people had been killed in the explosion on Saturday and 156 were wounded. So you have to understand this happened on Saturday, which was Friday for us. So the explosion happened on Saturday. So they've confirmed Sunday, which was our Saturday, the next day, because they're a day ahead of us. They say they're a day ahead of you if you're in the US, I should say. There's a quote here. It says, "I'm so sorry to learn that we have lost another Ethiopian victim of yesterday's attack who was in ICU at Black Lion Hospital," Aman said on Twitter. "My sincere sympathy and condolences to the family, friends, and all Ethiopians." Abiy had just wrapped up his speech at the capital's Meskel Square before tens of thousands of people on Saturday when the explosion went off, sending droves of supporters towards the stage as the prime minister left hurriedly and was taken to safety. Okay, I'm glad they did that. 9 police officials, including the deputy head of the Addis Ababa Police Commission, have been arrested over alleged security lapses. So one thing they're gonna ask is like, where was your, I'm gonna go back to Pinky, or not Pinky, but Cat Williams' character. Where was your antennas when we was getting grenades thrown at our asses? Like, where were you? You supposed to be, you are the police commissioner, and you deputy head of the police, and you not doing your job. Something is wrong with that. So here they have a link where you can watch Ethiopia grenade attack caused by blast at rally. And the rally was for the prime minister. So I'm thinking they want to keep the prime minister there. They're rallying for the prime minister. Someone must want him removed. So it says Ethiopian police have confirmed that 9 policemen have been arrested because of what they are calling gross negligence for not putting enough security measures in place to make sure that such an incident did not occur, said Al Jazeera's Mohammed Adal, reporting from Addis Ababa. 30 other suspects are also being held over alleged involvement in the attack, but no group has claimed responsibility for the blast. In an address broadcast on state television after the attack, Abiy said the blast was orchestrated by groups who wanted to undermine the rally, but did not name them. He says the people who did this are anti-peace forces. You need to stop doing this. You weren't successful in the past, and you won't be successful in the future. So this is a picture. It says Ethiopian security forces intervened on Meskel Square in Addis Ababa on Saturday. And there are people there, they were rallying there. Yeah, it seems like they're having to jump down off this wall to help to intervene and try to, I guess, get to the prime minister. The article goes on to say the blast has sent shockwaves across the country as the new prime minister, who enjoys a lot of political support, especially among the younger generation, seeks to enforce his reformist agenda. Since assuming office in April, Abiy has introduced a number of reforms and has overseen the release of jailed dissidents and moved to liberalize the economy. He has also made peace overtures with aggrieved opposition groups, as well as neighboring Eritrea. So that's really good. So he seems to be more progressive prime minister than perhaps some of those in the past. But you have people who would prefer Ethiopia to maintain its solidarity and maintain its isolationist policies, because Ethiopia is the only country, I think, on the planet that has never been colonized by Europeans. And so you have people who disagree with his more progressive worldview that he has. And he's well liked, as it says here, he's well liked by younger generation. So he had, and this is a reformist agenda compared to the isolationist agenda they had in the past. They go on to say he has also made peace overtures. Okay, I said that already. Abiy's effort to move the country forward has angered those who for a very long time maintained a stronghold on the country's politics and economy. Mohammed Ademo, political commentator and founder of Oprah.com, an independent news website on Ethiopia, told Al Jazeera. Sorry, y'all. They're trying to scare people and undermine the prime minister so they can send a signal that he is not capable of stabilizing the country. Ademo added. Many Ethiopians are shocked that people would go to such lengths to stop what they see as a really positive move, the reforms they say this country really needs, says Al Jazeera's Adal. Ethiopia was rocked by mass anti-government protests in 2015, which broke out in the populous Oromia region, home to the Oromo, after the unveiling of plans for a controversial development project in Addis Ababa. So if you remember back in 2013-14, I believe, you had across North Africa, Libya, I think Lebanon, you had just across most of North Africa and even some of Central Africa, civil war that broke out, anti-mass government protests, things like that. Ethiopia was not immune to these protests and these established anti-government, or even not even anti-government, even had pro-government protests where they wanted to maintain the status quo and didn't want to have any changes. So you have the young versus the old in a lot of these cases. A lot of these countries, when you go back and look at what they were dealing with, some of them go even further back than that. But they also say here that the rallies that they had, they've spread to other parts of Ethiopia. So they've come out of the central area of Addis Ababa, the capital, and include the Amhara region. And let's see if I can find that on the map, because I think it's important to be able to look these things up when you see them in the articles. Okay, Amhara, I don't see that here. I see Asmara. Oops. I don't see it. Must be much smaller. It must be a smaller town than these. There's Sanaa. Okay, Garui. Okay, Dolobe, Mega, Jima. Yeah, it must be a smaller. Dire Dawa. No, that's not it. So it must be smaller than what they have. So the Amhara region, with demonstrators demanding an end to human rights abuses as well as political reforms and greater freedoms. This sounds very familiar. What we have dealing with over here. Hundreds of people were killed and more than 20,000 others were arrested in a government crackdown that was widely condemned by human rights organizations. And they have a link for that here. I'm not going to go into detail. I think that's okay. That's the end of the article. I thought it was still some more. They have a video here if you wanted to watch it. Talk to Al Jazeera. Can Ethiopia and Eritrea finally find peace? So I'll try to keep you updated on this story. It seems very interesting, and I hope that the people who were injured or killed, my condolences for anyone who was killed, because this story needs to be updated. We don't know the full story of what's going on, but I hope to find out more. I hope that it was a good article for you. I'll leave the link in the description box. Please let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.